Hello and welcome. 42 Gear Street, 7. It's kind of wrapping up. It's the last day. A lot of people are in the hot tubs there, chilling. They've made up a 42 Gear Street 7 jingle song thing. It's pretty fun.
42 Gear Street, this I'm lost in your pool. This is 42 Gear Street.
And people in the garden and that, after like 4 days of pretty intense content creation. Is that right? I don't know. A lot of people have had intense time. I've done maybe a bit less than I should have done, but a great time has been had nonetheless. So I'm in a reflective mode. I thought, let's talk about how it went this year, maybe compare to last year, and I can look back on this if I'm ever lucky enough to be invited to a future one again, maybe next year. Hope so, who knows. But what an awesome event, put on by Mr. Henning.
Like hugs and kisses and remembering people's birthdays and shit.
This is all about connection, for creators to connect with brands, to connect with other creators, make pals. It's about making pals, and I made a lot of pals, a lot of new pals. Last year there were some people who were also here this year that I didn't get a chance to talk to, and this year now we've made good pals.
Oh, friend!
So I'm really happy with that. And this year there was some people that I just didn't get around to talking to as much as I would have liked to, because there's a lot of people here. Like, I think it's 69 people in attendance. That's including like channels, brands, team, and there's some animals here. I don't think they count, but they're here. Anywho, I feel like I had a different vibe mentally than last year, the first year for me. So if we go back to the first year, I was like a total fish out of water, like getting to be in the same space as some of these like huge channels that I've been watching for years and been a fan of, look up to, massive respect. It's kind of like I'd love to do what they do kind of thing. So that was pretty surreal last year. Like even meeting just Henning himself last year was like pretty insane. So yeah, getting to hang out with these people and even working with them, I suppose, was pretty mental. And last year I took every opportunity that was afforded, tried to book as much studio time as I could and collaborate with as many people as possible. And I was vlogging every day. I put it all together and made like a full vlog. I tried to do that this year, but I did a lot less. I was more relaxed, maybe a bit too relaxed. I don't know, I just felt a bit overwhelmed. Again, maybe some of the like imposter syndrome stuff creeping in, like, do I really belong here? There's just so many incredibly talented people here. It's amazing. Even like some of the people who are here with brands, like you don't even realise, but some of them are just like absolute monster players and stuff like that, and just great people. It's been great to hang out. And more channels that I'm a fan of attending this year as well. That's very humbling to be among. I know we're all just people, right? Everybody's people, and everybody's, this is all in my head, like everybody is super cool, sound, supportive, yeah, and generous with their time and knowledge. So what Gear Street is supposed to be, I think, is what I mentioned at the start: connection, brands, people, making friends, collaborating. I think it's a lot to kind of get yourself sponsored work in the future. For me in the first year and this year, I wasn't like overly concerned with getting sponsored deals and things like that. I'm still trying to kind of grow the channel. So my main motivation is just to learn. It's great getting to make videos as well for the channel, but I want to learn from these more established creators who've been doing this for a long time. And I learned loads last year, and I learned even more this year. So I'll go back, tell you about the first day, arrival day. In the evening, we went, after we checked in the bags to the hotel and stuff, we went for a meal And a few of us were sitting around with Glenn Fricker.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I hurt your feelings?
He's been doing this a long time, and his channel is performing excellently at the moment. And some of the knowledge and wisdom he was dropping was just absolutely incredible, like really useful stuff, making me rethink like everything.
I've never claimed to be a genius. All I'll say is this: I've just made a crap ton of mistakes, and I'm sharing the information with you so you don't avoid making the same dumb mistakes I did.
And in terms of coming here to learn stuff, I could have left the next day and got everything that I wanted to get out of this, probably. So yeah, that was amazing, just even travel day. Day 2, I think I tried to do a vlog and maybe failed or didn't finish it. I can't remember if I've got anything useful out of that or not. It was a bit daft and awkward. Like I say, I struggled to kind of get going this year. Hello, 42 Gear Street 7. Hello there, 42 Gear Street 7. Official day 1 was brand day, so I did a little bit for Enya Guitars, who I've did videos for at home in the past, and I got to try out a new product, which is really cool. But the stuff that happens on brand day is for the brand's social medias. We don't really get to use it. That's working. Also got to sit down and have a chat with Jim from Digitech, who's like the guy who invented the whammy pedal, and they've dropped a new pedal that's the so that was pretty cool. Yeah. Next day, what happened? I think the next day, it was the next day I tried to do the vloggy stuff. I was far too relaxed, hanging out and having a good time with everybody. And sorry, by the way, this is my like about 8th attempt at making this vloggy video. I'm trying to do it with no edits, so I can't remember if I've repeated myself or not, but anyway, what else happened? On the 3rd day of Gear Street, I got to do some collab videos, one with Colin Scott, Science of Loud.
Keep it loud.
He's awesome. Being a fellow countryman, we got on the flight together and we were here last year. Colin's been a great help, kind of like telling me how everything operates and do's and don'ts. Yeah, man of wisdom. He's attended a lot of these events. So yeah, we did a video for Heartwood Guitars, which is like one of the Gear for Music brands. And they're quite cool guitars actually. I was kind of looking forward to checking them out. And we'll probably do something with them after, hopefully. That's something that's came out of Gear Street. And I also did a video with John Simons, which was an orange amp video. John Simons' channel is Sonic Drive Studios. Great guy, and he's an amp guy, like chug, chug, chug kind of stuff. I don't get that, so once again, I was a fish out of water in that video. I feel like I maybe wasn't a good fit for that video, but I hope he manages to get something usable out of it. I don't feel like I managed to contribute much, unfortunately. And then today was the last day where I got to book a couple of videos for this channel, and one of them was with Colin Scott again of Science of Loud, and we were looking at Henry's guitars. Very cool company. I'd seen their products online and just thought, okay, but actually getting to meet the guy Henry and talk to him about his ethos was really cool, and I'm very keen to do stuff with them outside of this in the future. They're not an easily accessible brand to get in the UK yet, but apparently they're coming Octoberish this year, so that's a thing. And we also got to collaborate in that one with Tommy Lee Depp, which is such a cool name. It's like double movie star name. He's the only bass player here, and I think we've got a fun little angle on that video. I hope. I don't know how it's going to come out. It was a bit of a stupid idea, by me, and let's see if there's a video on that. I took some risks this year. Another risk I took was my only other video that I booked was for the sponsor of 42 Gear Street, Somer Cables, who provide all the cables. And what most people do is during the videos is they'll also say, oh, and thank you to Somer Cables for providing the cables for the video when they're reviewing something else like an Ibanez guitar or an Orange amp or something like that. But I thought I would book a whole hour slot for Somer Cables, and I managed to rope in Landon Bailey and Ryan from 60 Cycle Hum. They're absolutely bonkers guys. It was I didn't do a lot of talking. I was a bit down on myself for not being able to match their energy. I think I was a bit starstruck, to be honest with you. Even although I met Landon last year, he was one of the guys I didn't talk to loads, but we spoke a little bit online this year, leading up to this one. And yeah, so I feel like that's a good palship that's happened from this year. And Ryan from 60 Cycle Hum is just absolutely bonkers. I'm a massive fan of the channel, and even more so now. And the man himself, he's a legend. But yeah, I struggle to match the energy there. I went a bit docile during the video. Anyway, so what else was great was just around the event, the best part for me was just hanging out. And Enya, who brought guitars with loopers and stuff, people were just jamming in the garden. That was pretty cool. That was a lot of fun. People just picking up guitars, and that's what's going on around the event the whole time. A lot of jamming goes on, which is great to see. I didn't do nearly enough of that. But yeah, so what did I learn? Good question. From last year to this year. First year, I did more, but I think what I did wasn't very effective. I didn't come away with any brand deals on the first year. Second year, I think we've got a hook up with Gear for Music and Henry's, which is good because it's a good fit for the channel, I think. And I learned loads more from talking to all these guys, like the established channels, like Glenn Fricker, Landon Bailey, 60 Cycle Hum, and even channels the same size, even getting to talk to Lee Fuge, Jake Lee, Krenar Sealku. Everybody's got their own way of doing things and their own theories and strategies and things like that, so I try and sort of talk to everybody and experiment, try things out. So that's the main benefit for me, and the palship. And a lot of these people are going to be going to a guitar summit as well, which is next month. So yeah, I'll get to meet some of them again. Also, another brand that was here, Mad Professor Pedals. I don't really do pedal stuff. I tried that last year here and it didn't go well. But those guys are just the coolest guys ever. I got to have great chats with them. And even although they said, do you want to do something? I was like, it's not really my thing, but it was just great to still hang out anyway. And maybe there's something to be done in the future if there's an angle or something of interest, but it's not really a good fit for me. But I still made two great pals there, I think. Great guys. Also loved meeting the other John Brown. Felt like I had a bit of a kindred spirit there. We got on very well. Yeah, so just a great time. Learned loads, made loads of new pals, made videos, and we've got some sponsored stuff coming in the works. So that's kind of ticking all the boxes. That's all the stuff you're supposed to do. But like I say, I feel like I should have done a little bit more. I don't know what that is. Like I say, imposter syndrome, or when you're just walking around, it seems like everybody is all doing things. People are posting things on their socials, or they're filming lots of B-roll. Seems like everybody's a lot smarter than me when it comes to this. So I don't know what it was. Something about that made me struggle to get going. I don't know if this makes any sense, but there you go. A vlog has been made. The final reflection vlog. And yeah, like I say, there's nothing you need to add in the comments or anything like that. I just wanted to let you know how that went, and I wanted to let me know how that went, because like I say, I'll maybe watch this again in the future. Right, I've talked enough about 42 Gear Street. Well, no, I've not. Last thing I want to say, I want to thank, you won't see this, but I want to thank Henning Polly for putting this on. The amount of work he puts into this is insane. A lot of this is, he doesn't gain as much from this as you might think. It might even be detrimental to him, other than just expanding his network and friendships and stuff like that. But he's actually giving us smaller creators some work that could be going to him. But instead he decides to give and gives us all a chance to get together with it. Think what you want about Henning, Polly, but for me, he's 100% one of the good guys.
Don't even know how to respond to that.
Yeah, so thanks for, I know he's not watching, thanks for watching, you. Henning, thanks for inviting me, thanks for putting it on. Hashtag 42 Gear Street 7. Thanks for watching, until next time. I was going to say see you later, but I might have a new ending catchphrase. You know how we do the Wecklum, this sort of C and L words mixed. 60 Cycle Hum Ryan gave me the idea of saying, doing it with the sign off as well, so we went goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Let's try that for the first time. Thanks for watching, until next time.
Goodbye.